Hi, welcome back to today's video. So today we are talking about the new update from the USCIS about green card, removal of condition, the waiting period, and some of the adjustments they made. So if you're coming to my channel for the first time, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, okay? My name is Chi. I'm from Nigeria. I'm based here in USA with my family. Everything I'm going to tell you now is what we got from the site, okay? You can do where to use your Google, go to USCIS to get more information, and also for disclaimer, I'm not an immigration lawyer, okay? So if you want to ask some questions that are very, very important, please check out any immigration lawyer that you trust and ask your questions over there, or you go to online, you get more information because some of the lawyers will share most of their experiences with you. So recently, like about 3 days ago, on the 3rd or 4th of August 2025, USCIS made an update. You know that when any government comes, they have their own agenda. That is why right from the beginning, the current government have already made their own agenda before people voted them to sit, right? One of their agenda is to scrutinize the immigration area, and then remove or deport people who entered US illegally, like he didn't follow the right way to enter USA. So his agenda is to get them back to their various countries to, so you have to enter through the right way. So now, clearly saying, like I said before, there are different areas on immigration. For what you are looking for, if it's not what I am sharing here, you can ask questions in the comment section. If I have answer, I will give you. If I don't have, I will simply reply you to meet an immigration lawyer, okay? So the information going now is that they are really checking those who have green card. That you have green card or even naturalization does not mean that you have to, live like the world is yours. What I mean is that you still have the law, you to be under the law, like to obey their laws here, especially for people with green card. There are so many things that before you may go through court, and then you get, you know um yourself bailed out, go free. But now there are so much that you can do, or any little thing you do against the law of USA, United States of America, I mean, you may be facing deportation as a green card holder. So everybody have to be careful. And if you know that your marriage is not straight, like you didn't come for marriage, you wanted to just get the green card, I think you may be in trouble now, because they are really looking into those too. So if your marriage is genuine, please give a good detailed document. Check their site, check USCIS site, check the updated form, because these things changes, like their prices. The years ago when I came into the United States, I know that my husband paid about $600 or $700 then. I cannot even remember how much that time, but I think the price have changed. There are so many things going. Just like students coming from Africa or any part of the world to the United States, you have to pay something like a caution fee now. Caution fee over in Africa, we do pay caution fee when you are renting a new house. Here in United States, as you are coming in, you have to pay as a student. That is to say, you will obey their laws until you are done with your school. When you are free and you didn't commit any crime, the judge will give you back the money, either 200 or thereabout dollar. Check USCIS if you're a student. I'm not talking about student visa, students stay, or student migration to United States, but I'm talking about people for green card. Removal of condition have changed. Currently, as I'm talking to you, about 11 million people are waiting for their green card renewal. Can you imagine that? That is because the government have a backlog. The backlog have been before the other government, and then the new one facing to deport people who entered illegally. These things is just like too much job in one session. So one side of it may be having issues or delay, and one session two may be going forward. That is what is happening now. So when the government is facing people who entered illegally, people who entered in a normal way are being a little bit suffering for that because of the delays, right? If we have 11 million people waiting for their green card, you can ask, when will your own turn reach for you to get your green card? All that matters here is patience, okay? All that matters is patience. Remember, when you enter the US, those times you enter before you applied, the waiting period did not get up to this time. I was talking with a sister who told me that it's been 2 years she applied for removal of condition. Can you imagine that? So many people are in her shoe, and I am talking to you now that for people applying now, your green card just expired, you are applying. Please, my brothers and sisters, make sure that you applied it correctly. Give them information, give them evidences that your marriage is real. Bring all the pictures, bring all the evidences. Don't leave one, because if they want you, like now the new law said that even for them to allow you to get more documents, there's no chance for that, because they are scrutinizing the marriage now. They are even doubting people whether you are really married or not. So don't be in that position, okay? Give them all the documents as required. In fact, give them excess. It's better you give them excess than to give them minimum. If you and your husband are living in the house, make sure your name is there, and or your wife is the one applying for you. Make sure that your wife puts you in those documents, because your name have to be there. They want to see that evidence that the marriage is genuine. They don't want fraud marriage. If they find out that anybody is marrying just because you want to get the green card, they are deporting. That is what the law say. Okay, the current law says. And also for people who have applied like few months ago, and they are still checking, background checks are still going on. If they find out anything in your application, remember, they will send you a letter. And if, I don't know, whatever the issue may be, it depends on whether you want to adjudicate or whatever. You call a lawyer to, for that issue to be resolved, or the person may be deported. In fact, strictly they have mentioned that even though your husband is a US citizen, that is not a guarantee for you to have your green card. Now hot city be this, so everybody have to be careful. And again, make sure that you're paying tax. So for some people oh, my husband is the one working and I am not paying tax, they want to see your name in the tax. They mentioned it there, bless you. They want to see your name in the tax. Make sure you are involved in anything going on in USA, so that you will not be in trouble. There are so many things that they overlooked before, but right now they are not overlooking them. Another thing you want to do is to just avoid traveling. If you've just applied for your green card renewal, forget about traveling now until you get that green card. Okay, they also mentioned that you don't travel to stay a longer period, in case what you are going to in Africa is very, very important and you need to go there, and you get a way to travel, you are not staying long there. They want to know, they call it abandonment. green card abandonment if you stay a longer period while waiting for your green card removal. So there are so many things that are going, but I want us to just be careful, be patient, and be prayerful for people who are looking for their green card renewal or green card application. Make sure that your marriage is real. If your marriage is not real, I will advise you to just quietly travel back to your country. It's better you travel back and enter US if you like. If US is your dream country, you quietly move back than for them to fish you out. You understand? They say prevention is better than cure. If you know that someone is, the thing is not straight, or you committed any fraud, that they will check. In fact, even the fraud, anything like court cases, issues are appearing now. Their fingerprints are going details. Even something that happened 20 years ago, they will get it in your front, and they will bring back the case before they will give you green card. Okay, so I want to thank you if you watch up to this time. I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm just a YouTuber sharing my information here, because I also came through the way that you came. My husband brought me here, so I'm an immigrant. I'm from Nigeria. I live here in USA. Okay, I passed through these processes. Okay, that is why I feel that, okay, let me share. The other time I shared about the countries that are banned. Okay, and today we are talking about green card. These informations, when we get them, we want to share them in our platform. So consider to support your sister, subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, share me out, and if you like any of this, they are helpful. If you follow my advice and video, it will help you, to be at the safer side. Okay, if you like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until I see you in my next video, have a nice day. Bye.